Hey, what's up, everyone? Just waiting for Doc Rivers to speak. Sorry for ignoring you for the first couple of minutes. I was just getting the Zoom share set up. So Doc will be on any minute. Appreciate everyone jumping on. Looks like we got 20-something people. And let's see. Yeah, Yakov, appreciate that. We started this about a month ago or so, and figured the technology would allow us to do it. I checked the rules. There's no rules
just dropped in the chat here. Ben Simmons is going to be out with left calf tightness.
You just heard that. Ben Simmons is out tonight. He will not play. Ben Simmons is out with left calf tightness. Will not play tonight. He had been probable. The Trailblazers have a ton of players out. CJ and Dame are both out tonight. We're just talking to Kai Carlin. He said expect to see a lot of Carmelo Anthony tonight. So Ben Simmons, you heard it here first. Out. All right. So Doc might have just gotten that news himself. We'll see him in any second. What's up, Nasty? It's Miss Jackson, not Jay Blev to you. Yeah, Philly 215, I think probably not a night where they need to test it, and it played last night, so good night to get a little bit of extra rest. I think they're probably going to have Carmelo run the offense through him a lot, so he would have certainly helped guard Carmelo, but give the guy a rest. He plays a ton, so good night to give him a rest. Hey, Kevin, waiting on Doc Rivers. Most likely Tyrese Maxey will start for him. That's my guess. He'll confirm. I'm sure that'll be the first question he gets asked. I think Doc likes to have Shake run the second unit. So it could be either Shake or it could be Tyrese, but I think they like Tyrese as a scorer in there. I just saw Tyrese in some warm-ups, putting a defender on his hips. It was a player development person, but just working in the lab on getting a defender on his hip in the lane, and then getting a shot off of that contact, which is what he needs to work on right now. It's going to get him to the free throw line a little bit more. It's also just going to allow him to play through contact, which is one of the biggest transitions. Here's Doc.
You hear us, Doc?
Yeah, I've got you both. Thank you. Hey, Tom, you can go ahead and start us off.
Yeah, Doc, I was just going to ask, games with the top teams get a lot of attention and around the league and so on. But I was told years ago the way to get a good record is to beat the teams you're supposed to beat and kind of hold your own against the really good teams. And your team seems to have done a really good job of that so far this season.
Yeah, I think we've beaten some good teams too, though. So, I think you have to do both. You just have to win games. Every night you have to go out on the floor and feel like win this game. And you look at it in with two approaches for the season as a whole, but then you look at it individually. Every game's an individual matchup, and mentally you have to get yourself prepared for that.
Thank you.
Next up is Jason Blevins.
Hey, Doc, just found out that Ben will not play tonight. Have you decided on a starter in his place?
No, we're still kind of going over it. So, we got a lot of options, a lot of ways we can go.
Okay, thank you.
Go to Mark Narducci next.
Doc, is this something? When did this occur, and is it something that is it going to be long term, or do you hope it's just for tonight?
I don't know, Mark. I don't think it's long term. I think he'll be fine. I heard him last night, honestly. And then after the game, he was complaining about it. So he did our little walkthrough today with us. So it's a late scratch.
Thank you.
Next up is Mark Medina.
Hey, Doc, good to see you. I got an off-court topic here for you. I remember you were saying in the bubble about the whole idea of what it will take to improve, the diversity in coaching and front office ranks that's going to be on owners. But are you in favor of any sort of policies from the league that will help enact that sort of change? How do you look at that overall?
Yeah, I am. I've always been in favor of policies. Remember years ago, someone said affirmative action is no fair. And I said neither was Jim Crow or any of those things. So, I have no problem with it. I still think the best man should get the job. I just think it should be a fair chance that the best man gets the job. And I don't know if what we've done, Mark, honestly, is good enough or not yet. I just don't know the answers, nor do I have any solutions to it. I wish I was smart enough to have solutions.
Got time for one more if we've got it. Going once and going twice. Thanks, Coach.
All right. Take care, guys.
All right, there you have it. So we don't have an answer, Doc said, on the starter. There's a lot of different ways he could go. I think it comes down to do you want continuity with your second unit? Do you, knowing that most likely the Blazers are going to run so much of their stuff through Carmelo tonight, do you look at putting a defender out there, someone like maybe a Matisse Thybulle you could put into a starting lineup, and let's put Seth Curry through the ringer of running the offense for a bit? My guess, though, is it's probably either Maxey or Shake Milton for tonight. I think just unless you really feel like Seth is ready to run the offense as a true point guard, which I'm not convinced of, it's probably one of those two guys. So that's the interesting thing to watch for the first few minutes, first half of the first quarter. I think you want to see how competently does the offense run. So I think, if you look at the team around it, it really comes down to how healthy is Seth Curry, how much do you want him playing off ball versus as your primary ball offensive initiator. And if you feel comfortable with him, then maybe you put in a Matisse Thybulle to disrupt what you have to think is option A for the Blazers tonight, which is Carmelo. My guess is, watching this team, they don't worry about so much who starts hot for the other team. They worry about really adapting and shutting off the valve of the other team's first option late in the game. So, my guess is they don't come out showing their hand with the Matisse Thybulle in the starting lineup. So to me, it's either going to be Tyrese or Shake, pretty clearly. I don't really see another avenue. They could get crazy and go point Furkan to start, if they really wanted to get weird and run that combination of just two guards with Furkan and with Seth sort of trading off without having a pure number one point guard. But to me, the chances of that are fairly slim. I think if you go any deeper, it just doesn't make a lot of sense for me. So anyway, I'm going to hop off. I've got some radio to do. Let me hit this, and then we're going to have our pregame show. I'll be on the pregame show, so hop on at 7:30, and we'll certainly talk about this as well. To me, this is just Seth being a starter. Early season shooters tend to have more ups and downs. I'm not overly concerned about Seth's missing shots right now. Nothing seems obviously wrong to me, so it's not something I'm super concerned. But hop on with Dibler and the guys, probably Justin, for pregame, and I'll hop on there a bit before tip-off, and we can dive into that more then. So thanks, everyone. Talk soon.